It's me being live stream. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to County Court at Law Number 2. My name is Judge Terrence Holmes. I'm the residing judge here in County Court at Law Number 2. This morning, we have two dockets. We have our announcement docket and the motion to revoke docket. When I call your name, you need to come forward with your attorney. If your attorney is not here, we will wait for your attorney to arrive. Need to get out. Okay, everyone that's on Zoom, please put your mics on mute. And then when we call your case, you can take your mic off of mute. Thank you. Is she available? No, with the information on the clipboard, it's gonna be from Miss Lavere. Okay. Jefferson County Court at Law Number 2 is back in session. The court is in session in two cases, cause numbers 24 CCCR 0550 and cause number 24 CCCR 0582. Both cases are style of state of Texas versus Marce Laura Cisneros. Mr. Cisneros, come forward. Would you please come forward? Okay. This is Marce Laura Cisneros. Court has been informed that Mr. Cisneros speaks Spanish. And we have our interpreter, Ms. Jennifer Araji. So Raji, would you please raise your right hand? Swear to interpret Spanish to English, English to Spanish to help you God?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, you may put your hand. How are you doing?
Good, Judge. Thanks for asking. Yourself?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Could you ask Mr. Cisneros if his full name is Moise Laura Cisneros? I think it's Moises Laura Cisneros.
It's Laura Cisneros? Yes.
Okay, ask him how he's doing.
Good.
Good, okay. Now, Mr. Cisneros is represented in this case by his attorney, Walter Wendler. Attorney Wendler, how are you doing?
Morning, Judge. I'm fine, thank you.
That's good. And good morning to you. State is represented in this case by Attorney Ellie Simmons. Attorney Simmons, how are you doing?
I'm great, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Mr. Wendler, what is your announcement in Mr. Cisneros' cases?
I'd like to ask for a reset to give me a chance. He's got another felony arising from the same incident. And the felony was reset to, I think it's Monday the 12th. If
We're gonna check.
I can plea him out on the same day, if that's okay.
Okay. Is this Monday? That's coming, you said at 12?
I checked my phone. Yes, on the 12th.
Okay. So we will reset these two cases to August 12th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Tell Mr. Cisneros that his cases will be reset to August 12th, 2024 at 9 a.m.
Él dice que van a cambiar la cita de corte para este lunes por 12 de agosto, a las 9 de la mañana. Sí, sí.
Okay, and I'm telling that he's gonna get a reset from his attorney. Once he get a reset from his attorney, he'll be free to go, and tell him to have a blessed day.
A su abogado de la cita y cuando se haga todo en función, yo tengo un día que se lo presento, ¿ok?
All right? Yeah, all right. You have a blessed day, Mr. Wendell. You have a blessed day as well. You welcome. Ms. Brazo, are you ready on your two cases?
I can announce on Gabriel Joseph, and then I think the other one may be disposed of today. Mr. Holmes.
Okay, this is cause number 23 CCCR 2532, cases filed with State of Texas versus Gabriel Joseph.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Joseph, your full name is Gabriel Joseph.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Mr. Joseph?
Okay.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Let's see, pull this case up. Okay, Mr. Joseph, you're represented in your case by your attorney Laura Brazo. Attorney Brazo, how are you
I'm
doing?
doing well, Your Honor. Thank you.
And Ms. Brazo, what is your announcement in Mr. Joseph's?
This time, I would ask that Mr. Joseph's case be placed on the trial docket.
Okay, give us a trial date. Okay, case is reset to September 30th, 2024 for trial. Mr. Joseph, you're gonna get a reset from your attorney. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. All right. Mr. Booth. I need a copy of this MTRP on Levere. I need a copy of the MTRP. Well, actually, I could read it off of here. I don't need it. Okay. Levere.
This way, sir.
Okay. I don't realize you're.
We have to click on. Lindsay Janelle Levere. Could you put this in front of her? Thank you. This is cause number 24 CC Sierra 0068. Case is style of state of Texas versus Lindsay Janelle Levere. Ms. Levere, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Ms. Levere?
I'm doing okay.
That's good. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Levere, the state is represented in this case by Attorney Andrew Hubel. Attorney Hubel, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge, and yourself?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking this. The Jefferson County Probation Department is represented by Mr. Gary Gilliam. Mr. Gilliam, how are you doing? Okay. Now, Ms. Levere, I have before me a document that is titled Motion to Revoke Probation. This document was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. Now, in this motion, it alleges that you, Lindsay Janelle Levere, on March 5th of 2024, that you were found guilty for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 4, less than 28 grams. Your punishment was assessed at 180 days confinement in the Jefferson County Jail, fine of $802, and the confinement portion of your probation, well, the confinement portion of your punishment was probated for a period of 15 months. In this motion, it alleges, one, that you, Lindsay Janelle Levere, failed to pay court-assessed fees as ordered by the court. And as of May 23rd, 2024, you was $50 in arrears in violation of condition 9 of your probation order. Allegation number 2 alleges that you, Lindsay Janelle Levere, failed to abstain from the use or possession of any drugs except those taken or possessed under doctor's orders as ordered by the court on or about May 18th of 2024, provided a urine sample for a scientific analysis that showed the presence of the metabolic byproducts of benzodiazepine in violation of condition. Mr. Boudreaux, Mr. Boudreaux, we in a hearing. Okay, condition, read that again. Allegation number 2 alleges that you, Lindsay Janelle Levere, failed to abstain from the use or possession of any drugs except those taken, possessed under doctor's orders as ordered by the court. On or about May 18th, 2024, you provided a urine sample for a scientific analysis that showed the presence of the metabolic byproducts of benzodiazepine in violation of condition 14 of your probation order. Allegation number 3 alleges that you, Lindsay Janelle Levere, failed to never become intoxicated or be under the influence of any intoxicating substance on or about May 21st, 2024 in Jefferson County, Texas, that you, Lindsay Janelle Levere, became intoxicated and under the influence of an intoxicating substance in violation of condition 15 of your probation order. Allegation number 4 alleges that you, Lindsay Janelle Levere, failed to perform the community service hours required as ordered by the court in violation of condition 17 of your probation order. Allegation number 5 alleges that you, Lindsay Janelle Levere, has failed to pay a fee of $100 to reimburse the crime lab as ordered by the court in violation of condition A of your probation order. Allegation number 6 alleges that you, Lindsay Janelle Levere, failed to report to the Jefferson County Probation Office by web or mail as ordered by the court the months of April 2024, May 2024, as directed in violation of the special amendment dated March 15th, 2024 of your probation order. Now, Ms. Levere, if the court finds that any one of these allegations are true, the court can assess punishment in this case up to 180 days confinement in the Jefferson County Jail. Do you understand? Now, as a defendant in a criminal case, you have a right to have an attorney. The document that you have before you on the clipboard is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney. I'm going to go over this document with you. It states as follows: as a defendant in a criminal case, you have three options regarding your right to have an attorney. Number one, you may hire an attorney. Do you understand that option?
Yes, sir.
Okay, number two, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request that an attorney be appointed to represent you. Do you understand that option? Or number three, you may represent yourself. Do you understand that option?
Yes, sir.
If you want an attorney to represent you and you have enough money to hire an attorney, your case will be reset. Reset means that you'll be given another court date to give you time to hire an attorney. If you want an attorney, but you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request that an attorney be appointed to represent you. But you must first fill out a financial questionnaire. The financial questionnaire is a document that is on the clipboard that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. You will have to fill out the first page of that document and half of the second page. And then I will fill out the bottom half of the second page and the third page. Once you fill out that financial affidavit, the proper person will review it and determine whether or not you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. If you want to represent yourself, that is, waive your right to have an attorney and represent yourself, you must first fill out a waiver of counsel for purposes of entering a guilty plea or proceeding to trial. And that waiver of counsel is also on the clipboard. Now, if you waive your right to an attorney and you represent yourself, and once you fill out the waiver of counsel, you will have an opportunity to talk to one of the two assistant criminal district attorneys that are here in court to see if you can work out a settlement on your case. Now, you should be aware that there are dangers and disadvantages to self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. If you choose to represent yourself, you may change your mind at any time and request that an attorney be appointed to represent you. At the bottom of that document, in bold letters, it states defendant's choice. Mark initials next to only one choice. So if your choice is to hire your own attorney, then you will place your initials on the first line to the left. If you've already hired an attorney to represent you in your case, then you will place your initials on the second line to the left and the name of the attorney on the line to the right. If your choice is to apply for a court-appointed attorney, then you will place your initials on the third line to the left. If you have already been appointed a court-appointed attorney to represent you, then you will place your initials on the fourth line to the left and the name of the attorney on the line to the right. If your choice is to represent yourself, that is to waive your right to have an attorney and represent yourself, then you will place your initials on the fifth line to the left. Now, once you have finished initialing one of the 5 lines, then you will sign your name at the bottom of the document on the line that is titled defendant, and you will date it today's date, August 7th of 2024. Now, Ms. LaVere, there's a pen on the clipboard.
Yes,
You
sir.
can initial the appropriate line and sign where it says defendant and dated today's date, August the 7th.
You got it now.
Yes. Initial.
Judge, I also wanted to ask, I have 2 children, they're getting ready to go to school. I'm having trouble like paying, even like my fines and my probation fees. And I was gonna see, I mean, I really can't do like any time if I have
I
to.
mean, let me do this here. Now, Ms. LaVere, we're not at that point yet.
Okay,
Right now, you said you want to apply for a court-appointed attorney. And so if you meet those eligibility requirements, an attorney will be appointed to represent you. And you can discuss your case and your with your attorney. Your attorney is, for lack of a better word, is he's your representative
yes,
before the court or your mouthpiece.
okay.
Okay,
So
so,
that'd be something I would discuss with them. Okay,
yes,
sorry about that.
yes.
Go ahead and fill this out.
Yes, what you can do is have a seat, if you would like, at that table where that chair is,
Okay,
and you're gonna fill out the first page,
yes, sir.
okay? And then if you turn to the back page, you're gonna fill out the top portion and the middle portion that says, unsworn, is it unsworn declaration?
Unsworn declaration by
Yeah.
defendant.
Right, you're gonna fill that portion out too. So
Okay.
just have a seat, so fill out the first page and then
That middle
Oh.
portion.
yes,
Okay,
the top and the middle.
okay,
Okay,
thank you.
you're welcome. Yes. Okay. And if you need some assistance in filling out the paperwork, just let us know. We have our court personnel who'll be here to help, who's here to help.
Yes.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, the court is waiting on attorneys to arrive. At this time, the court will be in recess. Mr. Fouts, would you please come forward? Okay. Mr. Fouts, this is cause number M328-174. In case it's style State of Texas versus Philip Fouts. Mr. Fouts, how are you doing? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Fouts, this is a motion to revoke your probation. You are represented in this case, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
By attorney Ralph Kimler. Attorney Kimler has a vacation letter in for the month of August. And so, hold on a minute. And so your case is going to be reset so that your attorney can be here. Okay. Yes, the entire month of August. Okay. Now, let me actually say, you said something about last Friday. Ma'am, you cannot have a drink in the courtroom?
I'm sorry. My sugar's kinda high, just trying to keep water in my mouth. Sorry.
Okay. Now, Mr. Fouts, you said something that he wasn't there last Friday. Now, do you have a felony case?
Yes, it's a motion to revoke.
Oh, so you have a motion to revoke probation? Let's find out when that date is. We're gonna put the cases on the same date.
Are you talking about for other court?
We're gonna put them on the same date. I thought you said you had a motion revoke. This is a motion to revoke,
This time.
so you don't have another case. Oh. Oh, okay. So I guess when you said he wasn't there Friday, you was talking about at his office?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in court. Okay, he doesn't have a motion to revoke felony. Okay, give us a reset date. What is it? Okay, this case will be reset. That's fine. August, September, yeah, September 4th. This case is gonna be reset to September 4th, 2024. Stay in contact with your attorney. Your attorney will be sent notice of your reset. You will get your reset here in court before you leave. Once you get your reset, you're free to go, and you have a blessed day. Please stand in front of court coordinator. You're welcome. Jefferson County Court, Law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session, cause number 24-CCCR 0068. Case is style, the state of Texas versus Lindsay Levere. Ms. Levere, would you please raise your right hand? You swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Levere, you may put your hand down. Ms. Levere, I have before me 2 documents. First document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. You recognize this document?
Yes,
And Ms. Levere, is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
yes, sir.
And are these your initials on the line that state you'd like to apply for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
I also have another document that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there is a signature above the line that is titled defendant signature. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Levere, before you sign and initial these documents that I just showed you, did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Levere, I read your answers. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in your case is Attorney John Macy. Attorney Macy will be given information to contact you, and you will be given information to contact him. Our court coordinator will give you that information. Once she gives you that information, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Please have a seat in that first chair on the wall and wait for your name to be called by the court coordinator,
Okay,
okay?
when do I come back to see?
It will be, your reset is gonna be on your
On
paperwork.
my paperwork?
Yes,
Okay, thank you so
You're
much,
welcome.
Judge.
okay.
Right here,
Madam Clerk, Your Honor,
Yes,
thank you. Right here.
I have two announcements on your
Yeah.
team's document. I apologize for my tardiness. I was out of sign up. The plea down the hallway. The first one will be Mr.
yeah.
The second is the Heather.
Okay, Jefferson County Court of Law is in session and cause number 24-CCCR 0776. Case is style of State of Texas versus Connor David Eastman. Mr. Eastman is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Eastman, you can take your mic off of mute. Mr. Eastman, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Eastman, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney James Padgett. Attorney Padgett, how are you doing?
Doing well. Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning. Now, Mr. Padgett, what is your announcement in Mr. Eastman's case?
Your Honor, we are close to completing discovery. I should be receiving the DVD evidence and reviewing it with my client. If you would allow us 30 days, this case will be disposed of. Went ahead and got an offer from the prosecutor. So we'll be ready to move forward just as soon as I can review the discovery with my client.
Okay,
We're moving quickly to a disposition.
give us a reset date. Okay, this case will be reset to September 13th of 2024. Mr. Eastman, your attorney and your bondsman will be given notice of your reset. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. This will conclude your case on the September 13th. You need to be in court in person.
Absolutely.
And Mr. Padgett, you can get your reset. And Mr. Eastman, you're free to go. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman.
All right. Thank you very much. You have a good day.
All right, same to you. Next 2 cases are cause numbers 24-CCCR 0682 and cause number 24-CCCR 0683. Both cases are style of State of Texas versus Raul Jose Mendoza. Raul Jose Mendoza is on Zoom. Mr. Mendoza, you can
I'm
take
here.
yourself on mute. How are you doing?
Pretty good, you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Mendoza, you're represented in your cases by your attorney, Attorney James Padgett. Attorney Padgett, what is your announcement in Mr. Mendoza's cases?
Your Honor, we received an offer from Mr. Hubel on this case. My client will be accepting the offer. We just have a few things to finish on discovery. My client wants to see the videotape. But he has accepted the offer. So if you would give us 30 days on a plea setting,
Okay. You want to set it on the same day?
it'll be fine with me if it pleases the court, Your Honor.
Okay, so, Mr. Mendoza, your cases, are set for set for September 13th of 2024. On that day, you need to be in court in person. And, stay in contact with your attorney and your advisor because they will be getting notice of your reset dates. You're free to go. And thanks for having, and then you have a blessed day. Thanks for being patient.
Okay, you as well.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right,
Again, I apologize for my tardiness.
okay, that's fine. Okay.
Easy for you? Okay, let's do what's easy for you.
Mr. Jeffries was just here. He's in the back.
Thank you for.
That's Asa Jones. Okay, just have a seat. Your attorney is in the, I just saw him. Is Mr. Jeffries still back there?
Yes, Your Honor, I went to go check, but I think he ran next door to finish out some pleas.
Okay, that's his, fine, okay. Oh, yes, you may be excused.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I don't think we have a motion substitute yet on that one yet. If you want to go ahead and vote on that one. What? I said, if you want to go ahead and vote on that one, and that guy is here. Go. I don't know if he is. No.
Yeah, Mr. Boudreaux?
Judge, I was appointed on two cases. The last one, the second one is a guy by the name of Nolan Martin White.
Yes,
I talked to him night before last. He said that he had hired Rife Kimler, so I didn't do anything else. And I don't know whether Rife has filed anything or not, and I don't know if he's
you
here or
can check.
not.
I don't see anything. I don't see Rife's name on the, there's not a motion to substitute. And where is Mr. White?
He's not present, Your Honor.
Not here.
But I didn't tell him to be here or anything because he said he had hired Rife.
Well, you didn't have, I mean, his bondsman is responsible for him to be here. Not,
I
not
mean,
you.
if you'd like me to, I'll be glad to call him
That's fine if you want to do that.
and just tell him he's maybe in trouble.
Well, he needs, yeah, he needs to be here. He doesn't want to have his bond forfeited.
Okay.
All right, we'll give you time.
And
to
I
do that.
got one more whenever
Okay.
you get to it.
Okay,
Which,
okay,
that one is a plea, Your Honor, and we have completed the paperwork.
okay, I'm doing, okay, I'm gonna do this, so.
Sorry, Mr. Jeffrey. Go ahead, Mr.
Jacoby Tobago Holland Jr. This is cause number 24 CCCR 0436. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Jacoby Tobago Holland Jr. Mr. Holland, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Holland, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Holland, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Holland?
Good, how about you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Holland, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney Laura Perazo. Attorney Perazo, how are you doing?
Doing well, Your Honor, thank you.
That's good. Ms. Perazo, do you waive a record in Mr. Holland's case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Holland, I have before me a document that is titled Information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that you, Jacoby Tobago Holland Jr., on or about January 21st of 2024, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of assault bodily injury. Mr. Holland, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Holland, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, no contest.
No contact.
Now, you're pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Holland, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. This document is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Okay, on page 2 of the same document, there's a set of initials on a line next to a box that's checked. No, the contingent, which means no contents. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, that's titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that statement? Second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement? I also have before me on paper a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Holland, before you signed and initialed these documents, did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
And did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand everything that your attorney went over?
Yes, sir.
Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Holland, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State upper states, no objection.
No objection. State's Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted. Ms. Perazo, you've advised and counseled Mr. Holland. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Holland, your attorney, Ms. Perazo, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
Has she provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Holland, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
In exchange for defendant's plea, the state's offering 90 days probated over 1 year, $500 fine, 40 hours community service, and the defendant has to have no contact with the victim, Chris Hamilton.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. That's Christopher Hamilton?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, it's not Chris, in the information it says
I
Christopher.
apologize.
We'll make that change on here.
Got it.
Quick question.
What's his court boss?
You just can't contact them. You can't. You can't engage with them. Yes.
Oh, she was? Okay, 250.
Yes,
That's right.
Judge.
You just can't. You don't know what.
Okay, thank you.
Won't happen to you. Okay. You can. I'm not sure.
Okay, Mr. Holland, the state is offering that you serve 90 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not be required to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail because you will be placed on probation for a 1 year period. During the 1 year probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $500 plus court costs of $277. You'll be required to pay a probation fee of $60, remember, a urinalysis fee. Now, the probation fee is $60 a month. The urinalysis fee is $15 a month. The reimbursement fee is $15. You'll also be required to reimburse Jefferson County court-appointed attorney's fees of $250. Now, your total monthly installments, that is the total amount that you will be required to pay each month while you're on probation, is $177 a month. Will you be able to pay the $177 each month?
No, sir, I don't have a job at the moment.
Okay, no problem, just hold on a minute. Give me a copy of his affidavit of injuries. Okay, Mr. Holland, I have before me a document that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. I'm gonna hand this document to your attorney. She will hand this document to you for you to review. Mr. Holland, do you recognize that document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of that document, there's a signature, top left-hand corner. That's over a line that is titled Defendant Signatures. That's your signature.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Holland, after reviewing that document, is everything in that document still true and correct today? On the first page,
Yes, sir.
it's still true and correct? Okay. Now, Mr. Holland, the court is going to find that you are indigent. And based on the finding of indigency, pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, the fine and court costs, the fine of $500 and court costs of $277, which is a total of $777, will be converted to 62 hours of community service.
Yes, sir.
The probation fee will be reduced to the statutory minimum of $25 a month. You will be required to pay a urinalysis fee of $15 a month. And that will come to a total of monthly installments of, well, let me go back. The attorney's fees in this case will be waived pursuant to Article 26.05, the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Section G-11. So you won't have to pay the reimburse the attorney's fees. The reimbursement fee of $15 will be waived pursuant to Article 102.018B of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. And your total monthly installments will be $40 a month. Will you be able to pay the $40 each month?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's make sure. Now, Mr. Holland, do you understand that? Oh, you also be required to perform 40 hours of the regular community service that was part of this plea bargain. So the total amount of community service comes to 102 hours. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, you cannot have any contact with the victim in this case, Christopher Hamilton. You will also be required to adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of probation. Now, Mr. Holland, do you understand the state's offer and the court's adjustment after finding that you are indigent?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that it's fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Holland, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement with the court's adjustments. This will conclude your case. You're gonna stand in front of the court coordinator, follow the directions of the bailiff. Once you finish following the directions of the bailiff, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir.
Oh, just have a seat. No, I waived it. Yeah, I waived it pursuant to Article 102.018B, small b, lowercase b. We'll put the B in parentheses.
Just like any.
Have we heard anything? Mr. Brown,
Yes, sir. How you doing?
you'll find the court has just received information that your attorney um took sick yesterday. It's in the doctor's office. And so
Okay.
we have to reset your case. Okay,
Okay.
so
I do have a question for the court, if you don't mind. Right now I'm offshore and I'm the only superintendent they have in this project I'm on. It's another 2 months, and I was gonna see if it's possible to reset it for after that, if the court can.
We need to, hold on a minute. Now, Mr. Brown,
Yes, sir.
what we can do, we can give you a quick reset, and then you can appear, we'll allow you to appear via Zoom.
Okay.
And then, on the next court, the setting after that, you have to be here in person,
Yes, sir.
okay? So, okay, so we're gonna reset this for August 16th, so that your attorney can make an announcement in your case,
Okay.
okay? Let's see, that's William Brown. It says August 16th?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Brown, thanks for being patient with us. You're free to go, stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, you too.
Okay, you're welcome. Next case is cause number 24 CCCR 0774, case of style of the state of Texas versus Randy James Johnson. Mr. Johnson, your full name is Randy James Johnson. Mr. Johnson, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Johnson, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Mr. Johnson, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Johnson? Okay. We hope that after you leave here today, you can get the rest that you need. Oh, wow.
It's 3 this morning.
Wow. Okay. Now, Mr. Johnson, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney Don Boudreaux. Attorney Boudreaux, how are you doing?
Just fine, sir.
And Mr. Boudreaux, do you waive a record in Mr. Jones, in Mr. Johnson's case?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Johnson, I have before me on my computer a document that is titled Information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, Mr. Johnson, it alleges that you, Randy James Johnson, on or about January 6th of 2024, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, operating a motor vehicle in a public place, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated with alcohol concentration level of 0.15 or more. Mr. Johnson, do you understand what you have been charged with? And to this charge, Mr. Johnson, how do you plead? Give no contest? Now, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges? Mr. Johnson, I also have before me a document on this tablet that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. This document is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
On page 2 of this same document, there are a set of initials on a line next to a box that is checked nolo contendere, which means no contest. Did you place your initials on this document? On the next page of this same document, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is this your signature? On the next document that's titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendants? At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargaining case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that statement? The second box that's checked states that you are waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement? I also have a document on paper that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? Mr. Johnson, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I just showed you, did your attorney, Mr. Boudreau, go over these documents with you?
Sir, he did.
And did you read and understand everything that Mr. Boudreau went over?
Yes, sir.
Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Mr. Johnson, are you a citizen of the United States?
Say after states one.
Any objections, Mr. Boudreau?
No, sir.
No objections. State's Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Boudreau, you have advised and counseled Mr. Johnson. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, sir.
And Mr. Johnson, your attorney, Mr. Boudreau has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation? Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
For defendant's plea of no contest, the state has offered 180 days probated over 15 months with a $500 fine, 50 hours community service, DWI standard conditions of probation, the installation and maintaining of an interlock device, and this case will run concurrent with the defendant's other probation, 23 DCCR 1233.
$12.33. What is this courthouse? 377. Okay. Now, Mr. Johnson, the state is offering that you serve 180 days in Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not be required to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail. In this case, because you'll be placed on probation for 15 months. During the 15-month probationary period, you're required to pay a fine of $500 for score calls of $377, plus a GI conviction fine of $100. You'll also be required to pay reimburse Jefferson County Court appointed attorney's fees of $250. You're also required to pay a probation fee, $6,000 a month, your analysis fee of $15 a month, and reimbursement fee of $15. Now that comes to a total of $169 a month. But because this case is running concurrent with another case, clause number 23DCCR 1233, you will not be required to pay the probation fee in this case because you paid it in the other case. And you will not be required to pay the analysis, the DWI, your analysis fee of $15. Now, you will be required to pay, the reimbursement fee of $15 plus the fine of $500, the court cost of $377, and the attorney's fees of $250, and the $100 fee for the DWI conviction. So that comes to a total each month of $82 a month. Will you be able to pay the $82 each month? Okay. You'll also be required to perform 50 hours of community service. You're required to install an interlock device on any vehicle that you own or operate, attend a completed DWI education class, have an alcohol assessment. You will also be required to pay Jefferson County DWI initial evaluation fee of $125 on the day of the police. Should a further evaluation be needed, you'll be required to pay an additional $50. In this case, will run concurrent with cause number 23 DCCR 1233. Mr. Johnson, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just? And do you accept the state's offer? Okay, Mr. Johnson, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Johnson, this will conclude your case. Now, the paperwork that you get, you will see the all of the fees that I said was waived. It's not going to be in there, but when your probation officer realize that you are already on probation, then they're going to make the adjustments in their system where you will not be required to pay the additional probation fee and the urinalysis fee. Do you understand? Okay. Now stand next to the bailiff, follow his directions. Once you finish following his directions, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you're welcome.
That's all I have.
No, I think your client is here. Mr. White? Mr. Nolan White,
Sir?
your client is here.
Just go. You can stay there, sir. Just go.
Okay, this case is Nolan White. This is cause number 24 CCCR 0960, case of style of state of Texas versus Nolan Martin White. Mr. White, is that your full name? How are you doing, Mr. White? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. White, you're representing your case by your attorney Don Boudreaux. And now Attorney Boudreaux stated earlier that he had talked to you and you informed him that you had hired attorney by the name of Ralph Kimler. Okay, Mr. Kimler, when an attorney gets hired on a case, they will send the court a letter, either letter of representation, but in this case, your attorney would have to, if you hired a new attorney, your attorney would have to file a motion to substitute, in essence, take the place of your current attorney. That has not been done. Okay? So, and the gentleman, Mr. Kimler, is on vacation for the month of August. Okay, so we can't contact him. He has a vacation letter in for the whole month of August. So at this point, we don't have a vacation letter. I mean, we don't have a motion to substitute informing the court that he was hired to represent you. And so therefore, we can give you time to get with Mr. Kimler so that he can get the necessary paperwork into the court. That's all we can do today. But as of this moment, Mr. Boudreaux is still your attorney of record. Do you understand? Yeah. Okay. So I do know that you are, let me do this here. I'm gonna go off, I'm gonna put this on mute. Okay, this case will be reset to September 11th of 2024 at 9 a.m. And Mr. White, stay in contact with your attorney, your bondsman. And you probably can get the Zoom number because you could appear by Zoom as well, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're free to go. When you have once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day. And Mr. Boudreaux, once you get your reset, you'll be free to go as well. You have a blessed day.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you're welcome. Again, this will conclude the calling of the court's announcement docket, pretrial conference docket, and the, well, announcement docket and the motion to revoke probation docket. All two dockets were scheduled on the day's date, August 7th, 2024. County Court at Law number 2, Judge Terrence Holmes presiding. Everyone, please have a blessed day.